right, guys, today what we're going to do is we are going to be taking information from a reading text, and we're going to use that information to write a summary of what we've read. When we write a summary, we are not taking direct quotes from our writing. We are going to put what we've read into our own words. So I'm going to demonstrate this with the article you're supposed to read, and you may use this first section that we do together in your writing, or you can choose to do your own thing. However, what you may not do is take direct sentences from your reading and make it your own, or not make it your own. You can't use those direct sentences in your work. That's called plagiarism, not allowed. And especially in a summary, it needs to be all your own words. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our topic. Our topic is the name of the article, which is Revolutionary Women. So we are going to go ahead and put that for our topic. And I highly recommend you do this stars and bars before you do your 10-sentence writing. If you do this first, then you're guaranteed not to plagiarize, because it will all be in your own words. So the first thing I'm going to do is the first section, and we know it's the first section because each section has a heading. So the first person we studied was Abigail Smith Adams. So I'm going to quickly read it, and so the paper is going to be a little bit boring, but I can write her name down. It's Abigail Smith Adams. So what I am going to do is I am going to read the two paragraphs to you, and then we will do our bars to go along with this. So Abigail Smith Adams. Abigail Adams is about as famous as her husband. Abigail worked hard to make a home for her family while her husband worked as a lawyer. John Adams was a patriot who often traveled to support the idea of independence. Being apart was hard, so they wrote many letters to each other. Some of those letters were simply about their family, but others became very important. These letters help us understand how people felt during the American Revolution. John often asked Abigail for her opinion on the things that were happening. Abigail wanted to make sure the women of the country were not forgotten. She knew that women were not always treated as equals. Abigail wanted the new government to set an example by treating men and women the same. So our star is going to be Abigail Adams. And now we're going to do our bars. So a key detail, that's what our bars are. I'm just going to start my bars down here. Key detail was she was married to John Adams. And for those of you who don't remember, John Adams is one of the first presidents of the United States. Next, we have that she wrote letters. Now, these letters are first-hand accounts of what's going on during the American Revolution. So her words are telling us, and we can put a little star here, or actually we'll do an asterisk to keep it different than the star. She wrote letters, an asterisk, feelings. And the other thing the letters were very important are her beliefs. Okay, so these letters are first-hand accounts of Abigail Adams' feelings and her beliefs. Those letters are still found in different museums throughout our country. So her feelings and her beliefs were something that they look back on to tell us how maybe women or wives felt during the American Revolution. So her words are very important. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little teeny tiny bit of information that I took, and I'm going to transform those into the two sentences I'm going to use in my writing for Abigail Smith Adams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a sentence kind of introducing Abigail Adams. So I can write Abigail Smith Adams was married to John Adams. They wrote many letters that allowed her to share how she was feeling and her belief that our new government should treat men and women equally. Okay, so those are two very good sentences about Abigail Smith. It is not as long as the two paragraphs I read. It condensed all the information I had into two sentences that I believe summarize those two paragraphs that we read about very well. Those are in our own words. We are not taking directly from our source and copying it into a summary. Those are the key things to think about when you are doing a summary, okay? You want to make sure when you are summarizing that it's in your own words. And is shorter than original. So if it is longer than your original, then you took a wrong turn somewhere and you need to go back and edit. So we took two paragraphs and condensed it down to two sentences. And that's kind of what I'm looking for you to do with the rest of your assignment. Once again, if you need any help, you guys just let me know. And I hope this helps. You can use this information when you are doing, you can use this while you are doing your writing. So this could be your two sentences for Abigail Adams. Or you can put them more into your own words. It's really up to you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I hope to hear from you soon.